Fun. All right. So our audience today probably knows me from the Jess and Nick in the Morning show, and also when I was the Grinch last year. And everyone knows Marquise from High Hope. He was on the Jess in the Morning show, but we have a different sort of video for you today. We wanted to give you a visual tour of High Hope and all of the changes that have been made in order to make the center a safe place for the individuals to return to during our phased reopening. And so Marquise is sort of the star of all of these images, but we will walk you through the center, and Marquise will explain kind of what we're seeing. All right, so here we are at the entrance. Marquise, what's happening at the entrance here?
In this picture, I am entering the admin lobby from the front door. As you can see, Catherine is meeting me at the door. There are, I'm trying to really look at the picture.
At least 3 signs.
Yeah, there are 3 signs on the door giving us different information from if you're not feeling well, this is what you should do. These are the signs or symptoms, I should say. Yeah, and that will be the very first thing that you encounter when you return to High Hope.
The other thing is that the door is locked, so so no one's going to be sort of slipping in and out without us knowing about it. That means that everyone who shows up will have to go through the safety procedures. All right. What are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at the mask signs that are located throughout the 3 buildings. We are encouraging anyone that enters the building to please have on a mask. This will ensure everyone's safety overall.
Yep. And they are everywhere.
They are everywhere.
All right, this is pretty obvious. You're at one of the many new hand sanitation stations.
Yes.
And these are motion sensor, correct?
Yes, they are motion sensor. So once you put your hand under the machine, give it maybe about 3 to 5 seconds, and you will get hand sanitizer in the palm of your hand.
Right. Awesome. Okay, what's happening here?
Next, Catherine is taking my temperature. Everyone is required upon entering the building or onto our campus. You're required to get your temperature checked, excuse me, and that is what's happening in this picture.
Correct. You can also see some more signs here and sanitizing wipes that are located at the front desk. All right. We've got a good read. This is just to show folks what it's going to be like interacting with Catherine. There's many barriers like this now. You can see through, everyone can see everything, but it gives that separation, right?
Yes.
Another hand sanitation station.
Yes, this is in the hallway next to the conference room leading to one of the hallway restrooms, the finance department, as well as Susan's office.
And what are these barriers we see here, these dividers?
Throughout all 3 buildings, we have sanctions, divider sanctions, to just help create additional spacing between people in passing.
Yeah.
So make them your friends.
Yeah.
You'll see them everywhere.
All right, here we are in the men's room.
Yes, Manny and Cortez did a fantastic job with installing dividers in between the sinks, as well as you'll see in the upcoming picture, I'm sure, dividers at the urinals to just continue to give people their space.
Right.
In the last picture, you also were shown the new automatic paper towel dispensers as well as soap dispensers.
Yep. Okay. This, we just wanted to show you this item on the floor. And Marquise, we're going to see a lot of these, right? What does that say?
What is it? Please keep your social distance.
Right. So basically, we're encouraging folks when they come to visit people at their office to just stand at the doorway and not actually enter the physical office. This is Marquise having a hypothetical conversation with Susan.
Hi, Susan. Here we are at the water fountains. All of our water fountains have been deactivated. We have a surplus of bottled water for anyone that needs them. All the water fountains throughout the 3 buildings, you will see signs posted saying they are disabled at this time.
It's another one of our many floor markings that say, remember 6 feet, right?
Yes.
This is also Marquise showing you that in front of literally every office, including mine, we have that sign that says, have your conversation from here. This is you demonstrating how this works.
Yes.
So you'd walk down that side and someone else would walk down.
Yes, just another picture of the sanctions and how it will be separated.
On the other side of sort of that, the other hallway in the admin buildings.
This hallway is the hallway closest to the cafeteria.
Correct. Yep. Yeah. So this is Catherine and Marquise demonstrating how the directional markings work. So if you're on the right-hand side, you're going in, and if you're on the left-hand side, you're coming out.
Yes. And as you can see, there are blue arrows on the floors throughout all 3 buildings, again, leading you and helping you with the direction you should be going.
Correct. Yeah. So this is the cafeteria or cafetorium, and we've converted it to be space where we actually provide services now instead of sort of general space. And the reason for that is it just really allows people to social distance even more thoroughly, right?
Right.
Okay. And yeah, so you want to explain? It's actually funny because I think I was with you and Mark and Manny when we sort of came up with this idea.
Yes.
You want to explain why we did it this way?
In this picture, Catherine and myself are demonstrating what it would look like for your loved ones to be placed and seated at a table. They're at the same table, but with the dividers, it allows them that comfortable space in between one another so that they can still interact but still be safe at the same time.
Right. And what we discovered was that on a square table, you can reach right next to a person, to the person right next to you and touch them. But on a round table, you kind of have to try to reach around, and it really encourages folks to just kind of inhabit their space. All right.
This is Brennan and I in the cafeteria as well. In the cafeteria now we have 4 microwaves as well as a refrigerator in the case of that space being utilized by a group.
Right. More demonstration of those directional markers in the long hallway. Again, you can see the stickers on the floor indicating to talk to folks from there. Okay, Marquise, what's this sign or this form for that's in all the rooms?
Oh, this clipboard and paperwork is for any visitors that we happen to have come inside of the building. Everyone is required to sign in and out. This also allows us to keep track of the bodies and the people that enter the building.
Okay. And this is just to show you that those same circular tables exist in every room. All right, tell me about these signs, because these signs are all over the place as well.
I wanted to add something to every classroom and every space so that people can feel comfortable accessing different areas. It says clean. It says clean room. So what every staff is required to do is to fill out the sign once they're finished cleaning. Once they're finished using the room and cleaning the room, they would then fill it out, say that it's been cleaned, put the date and time, and sign, so that when someone else needs the space, they can comfortably go in knowing that it was taken care of and it was, disinfected.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's clever, and I think it's a great way to know that when you're entering a space, you can be pretty sure that it's been well sanitized.
Yes.
These are just some of the many signs that are all over the place. We've got hand washing instructions, face covering, social distancing, signs of symptoms, more social distancing. There is an abundance of encouragement.
You will find those located outside of every classroom and available space.
Yeah, okay, great. Just another look at one of the rooms and how we've set them up. You want to tell me what this room is? Because I wasn't even fully aware of what that is.
This space is located in the admin hallway across from 2 of the classrooms. It will be the nursing drop-in center.
Right.
This is the location that has been created and designed in the case of someone having symptoms related to COVID-19.
So a safe place to sort of shelter until we can. Gotcha. Another look at one of the rooms. Okay, now we're going into the somewhat recently named Nordson building.
Yes.
Again, you see signage. All very well spread out. I would say probably more than 6 feet in many cases.
In that space, in the Nordson open space, those tables are 9 feet apart.
Okay, great. And I noticed that each table also has a box of Kleenex on it.
Yes.
All right, tell me about the computer setup now.
Okay, so the computer pods are located in the lobby area of the Nordson building. This is where all High Hope staff, DSPs and leads, will clock in on a daily basis. The clipboard there has a breakdown of what's expected of the staff regarding using the computers. There's an entire cleaning process, disinfecting process, and it has to be done in between each use. Also on the desk, we have a little caddy with just some basic supplies to help assist our staff with keeping things clean.
Awesome, that's great. Okay, tell me about these bags, because I love them.
So these are our go bags. Every DSP will receive one upon returning to High Hope. Inside the bag, we just supplied everyone with all the basic essentials that will make all staff members comfortable returning. We have paper towels, Kleenex, we have many first aid kits, we have hand sanitizer, we have gloves, we have
looks like some TP.
Yes. In addition to this, I just added actual disinfectant wipes and disinfectant spray as well.
Perfect. So all DSPs will have this kit, of the safety kit with them. That's great. So this is what, similar to what we saw in front of Catherine, this is what the front entrance to the Nordson building looks like. You'll also see temperature check devices, disinfecting wipes, and hand sanitizer there. So similar setup. So right before you go in, what's the first thing you're greeted with?
Yeah, as soon as you walk inside the lobby of the Nordson building, the very first thing that you will see is another hand sanitizing station.
And we're only showing 2, but I mean, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're the new, where's Waldo?
Yeah, there you go.
Where's Sandy?
Where's Sandy? So we just wanted to show one of the rooms up top. The ideal for these rooms is there's no more than 6 in them at a time.
Yes.
And so the 6 stations would be the 4 here, and then I'm guessing it's the
2 at the tables, yes.
At the table, okay. And are all the rooms set up like that?
Yes, all of the classrooms in the Nordson building are.
Okay, great. So this, the restroom area, and you're sort of demonstrating how the flow goes. And we are going to show the women's restroom in this one. We didn't for the other building, but here we go. All right, so what's that you're touching there?
So Manny and Cortez created a blank space, if you will, in between the two sinks in the women's restroom to, again, create additional spacing between the people at the counter.
Right. And didn't you tell me that they're probably going to close one of the stalls also to
Yeah,
create?
there are four stalls in the women's bathroom in Nordstrom, and for that reason, they are going to be blocking off one of the four restroom stalls. One of them is a handicap, so we, of course, are going to keep that available, but one of the additional three will be blocked off in between.
Okay, great. Okay, what are you demonstrating here?
I'm demonstrating, again, our new automatic paper towel dispensers and soap dispensers, which are in every restroom throughout all three buildings.
Great. And this is the men's room, right?
We are in the men's room at this time, showing the divider at the men's sink, and we also have dividers now at the urinals as well.
Okay. So this is now going into the
Lowry building, I think.
Lowry building. Thank you. Oh my gosh. It's been too long since I've gone into these places. And again, we've got some directional tape on the floor.
Yes.
All right, so you made some pretty big changes to this space.
This space, yes, this space used to be our games room area. Now it is an additional group space. We removed the cubbies and the game tables as well, which is allowing us more space.
Right. All right, so now we're in the supply closet, and you just want to take me through what we got in here?
Yeah, as soon as I saw the picture, we have, in a situation like this, I don't think we can call it having too much of anything.
Right.
But we have a surplus of supplies, cleaning items, PPE items,
Right.
for staff to use and utilize to help ensure the safety of your loved ones as well as the staff.
Yeah, I think here we've got all these cleaning wipes, and up top, that's more hand sanitizer, so there's just a ton of it.
Yes.
And I feel like we are getting donations and purchasing more every day.
Yes, we are.
So there's no shortage.
No shortage. If you have any or would like to continue to donate, please do so. We would appreciate everything.
Sounds good. All right. Showing the Lowry space again with a hand sanitation dispenser.
Yes, sir.
We were pretty proud of this. So what happened here? What did we use the dividers to create?
Manny and Cortez are so innovative. So with AJ's assistance and actual idea, we created a storage space in between two group areas back in the Lowry building. So behind those pillars are a lot of the items that we no longer, well, at this time won't be using, such as certain kinds of sofas, like love seats where two people can sit. The game tables are back there, things like that. The cubbies are in there as well. So all the things that at this time we can't use are stored in there.
Right. The things that sort of encourage, do not encourage social distancing.
Right.
Right. All right. What are these?
In the back corner of the Lowry building, we've created 2 disinfecting and sanitizing stations for the facilitators who will be orchestrating all of the activities for our individuals. So in the afternoon, at the end of the day, when individuals have gone, the facilitators will be back there cleaning and sanitizing all of the items that have been used that day, every day, by the individuals and staff.
Great.
In this picture, we're in the back of the Lowry building going towards the kitchen.
I think what we wanted to demonstrate here is it's closed off.
Yes.
With a stanchion. So it's not, in the past we've had free sort of traffic going to and from the kitchen, and that's not encouraged anymore, right?
The leadership team, the leads along with myself, we will be the people providing and putting together, warming up, preparing lunches for our individuals.
Let's have a look, see what that will look like when someone goes to get their lunch.
This is it. This is our our cafeteria line.
Right? We've got another divider.
Yes. Another divider blocking the doorway, the entranceway to the kitchen itself. Individuals or staff will be able to meet one of the leadership team members at that door to receive individuals' lunch items.
And I'm assuming that part of the protocol will be to thoroughly wash hands and then wear gloves while we're doing this.
Absolutely.
Okay. Here we just wanted to show sort of the new setup back there. It's really now set up for you guys to help get food out quickly, but with that social distancing still taking place. Okay, what is this space?
This is the Laurie conference room.
Okay.
And
we've
it's
got plexiglass up, it looks like.
Yes, plexiglass on the conference room table as well.
Okay.
This was an example of what an office would look like with the desk plexiglass divider on top.
And I'm assuming that the blue stuff has yet to be taken off, right?
Yeah, it hasn't been taken off. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And I noticed a similar setup in Kurt's office. So I'm assuming that we're doing this in the offices of people that tend to need to have people seated in there across from them.
Yeah. Yes.
So, for example, I don't necessarily need someone to be seated in the same room with me. Someone could just talk with me from the door, but someone like Adria or Kurt,
yeah,
have maybe a confidential meeting.
Yes.
They're going to have that.
Yes.
Okay. And finally, this is just our stage photo of you welcoming folks back to I Hope, right?
Yes. We are excited to see our individuals and staff as well. It's been a long process, but worth it. We want everyone to return and be comfortable as well as safe. So we welcome everyone. We look forward to seeing everyone's faces again. And that's it.
So I just want to say on behalf of all of High Hope staff, and I don't think it's crazy to think that I'm speaking on behalf of some of the parents and individuals, the tremendous effort that you guys have put into reshaping and redesigning the space. I know that one side of this that people aren't seeing is the manual of new policies and procedures that folks are going to be adhering to. We have not been lax in creating those policies and procedures. They're incredibly thorough. They address virtually everything that happens here in every scenario that could come up. And I know that was built in conjunction with setting up the new infrastructure. The goal here is to continue to keep everyone safe, healthy, to reopen responsibly, and I just think you guys have done a tremendous job, and I commend you on it. It's really fantastic, and I think it sets a good example for perhaps other organizations like ours out there and what they can be doing to reopen.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely want to thank Kurt and Adria as well as the infrastructure team, as well as Manny and Cortez, because this has been a huge task to say the least, but it's like I said earlier, it's been worth it, and I'm excited for everyone to see what we've done.
All right. Well, Marquise, thank you for taking us through this, and for everyone who's watching this, we look forward to seeing you very soon. We miss you dearly. Take care, stay happy, and stay healthy.
Be safe, everyone.
All
See
right.
you soon.
Bye.
Later.